or the schools in Cape Town are trying to get more and more black students, but they don't have the pool of families in the area to delve into. By the way, there are quotas in sport. You may not know this.
Yeah.
Despite our success on the rugby field as Springboks, Rassie Erasmus, our mercurial, incredible manager of the team, with whom I had lunch on Friday.
Oh, cool.
Quite a boozy lunch.
Yeah.
Is forced to have a certain amount of people of color in the team, including the opening 15.
Which is nuts because,
which is nuts.
We
My
always
daughter,
talk about sports is the example, isn't it? Of like, you wouldn't do that in sports.
Correct.
Yet.
And, you know, the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture is a friend of mine. He's an incredible man called Gayton McKenzie. And you should get him on the show. He spent 8 years in jail as a bank robber. And he was a very good bank robber, he tells me. Then he became a very good entrepreneur. And now he's a superb politician. Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. It's a South African story for you. And he says, we need to give equal access, but not equal result. He said, if the cricket team ends up being all white and the rugby team ends up being all black, but we've given everyone a chance, he said, that's how it should be. And he's right. That's how meritocracy works. My daughter, age 13, didn't make the Western Province water polo team last year because they had to have a certain number of children of color in the team. So this, you can describe it as empowerment, transformation, but you'd think after 30 years in power, enough's enough. Let's focus on economic growth and let's create a meritocracy where everyone has a chance. On the plane, I landed this morning, okay, and I was just getting my stuff, getting organized. A couple of people walked up and said, Rob, lovely, thanks for what you're doing, for giving us a voice. And I always ask them, what's your name? Where are you going? Are you going on holiday? Of the 5 people that came up, 2 of them were emigrating, both to America.
Wow.
1 to Chicago, 1 to Jacksonville, leaving the country. So there's been a mass brain drain from our country. Another little point that no one knows. South African corporates are sitting on 1.6 trillion rand, divided by 20 for dollars. What's that, 800 million, billion?
No idea.
Okay. 1.6 trillion rand of cash that they're not investing. Why they're not investing it? They don't have confidence in the country, the economy, and the decision made by the government. We are
your basic South Africa's basic. It's like us on
stuff.
speed. It's the DEI taken to the extreme.
We're
already find
DIE in motion.
Yeah, we find it extreme here. I mean, and what you were talking about regarding business owners. I know people who own businesses or are high up in companies, and most of their time now is spent going like, okay, how can we find enough people to fit the demographics?
Tick a box.
Yeah,
but the white people in South Africa 7%.
Yeah,
and we're being discriminated against. Isn't that ridiculous?
It should be easier, though, for you in certain areas of South Africa to find at least a number of people from those kinds of mixed backgrounds.
I know, but our education system failed us terribly. So finding skilled people is incredibly difficult.
And presumably you need to have 80% black people in your company. Is that right?
Well, it started off with the equity of the company. So 30%.
Oh.
How it started was any company in South Africa doing business with the state had to have 30% of its shareholding owned by previously disadvantaged. Previously disadvantaged has morphed into no whites, no coloreds, no Indians, and no black tribes that aren't the black tribes or individuals we decide.
Oh, really? So it's particular
pure cronyism.
Wow.
This incredible professor, Gumede, did an analysis 6 months ago where he analyzed the impact of black economic empowerment. Wonderful 3 words. You listen to it and say, oh, that sounds fair. It's like DEI. Oh, it sounds nice. ESG sounds nice. CRT. Once you know what they really mean, it's cultural Marxism, racism, and economic destruction. And Gumede's analysis said the following, that R1 trillion had been extracted out of the economy using BEE, this law, benefiting 100 families only.
Wow.
So it isn't black economic empowerment. It's 100 crony families of the ANC economic empowerment. And we know their names.
Wow. The focus on the farmers in particular as well, it really makes you think, doesn't it, of Maoism and of
but it's in
Bolsheviks.
slow motion. So you remember in Cambodia, it was overnight. Pol Pot, was it?
Yeah.
Overnight, anyone who was intellectual, anyone who wore glasses, anyone who could speak French, bang, dead. Here, it's just taking a lot longer, slower, but it's happening. There's economic genocide taking place.